And Hawthorn, the third team to do it today. It's been a remarkable effort on the back of some brutality early, I reckon, in terms of aggression and want and all the skills on display. And Hodge and Mitchell and now Birchall.
On the wing, Birchall, barely the 15. Burgoyne, who got their last goal. 1 of 21. Hodge, well, just hasn't stopped and maybe has overshadowed all his teammates now in the race for Norm Smith.
Now the Hawthorn supporters are up when Hodge got the ball.
Yeah, they're casting their vote. Close to the boundary line. McGlynn slapped it forward. Two former Hawthorn players combining there. Kennedy down towards half-foot. Wonderful courage by Stratton. He's going to get a free kick.
Well, that's the sort of stuff that would please Alistair Clarkson, knowing they've played the game out. They've won the quarter at this stage. They've extended their lead by 9 points, and they're playing to the very death of the game. So impressive.
Hodgie short. Kennedy. Well, his grandfather will be happy at least. Jetta with a long bomb. Birchall reading it pretty well. Looked hurt early in the match, Birchall, but he's just swept so efficiently as he always does. Stratton to Birchall, and then Birchall to Gibson.
2 metres, play on.
I guess it begs the question, too, of where does this team sit with Geelong in the last 8 years? I mean, we've done one thing that Geelong haven't been able to do, and win back-to-backs. I mean, Geelong have been the benchmark, but surely Hawthorn now at least in the same level as the Cats from 2007 on.
Yep, 3 premierships in that period of time.
The back-to-back's massive, I think, Bruce. I mean, that is such a difficult thing to do, and Hawthorn certainly there. They've been a fantastic club.
They've won 80 out of their last 100 games since the start of 2011. If you take Geelong out, that record's a whole lot better than that. They have been the benchmark now for a fair stretch, haven't they?
Luke Hodge up to 34 possessions now.
I think with Hodge, I reckon you just, whatever you think he's statistically done, add about 50% for all the organisational stuff that he does out there additionally.
Just under 100,000 for the MCG this afternoon. They've seen an awesome display. Malcheski
Holding the ball.
with the umpire run down from behind. There's just no stop, no give, no compassion from Hawthorn late in this game. Bruce tries to get it in there to Gunston. Shaw scrambles it to midfield, taken by Spanger, gives it off. Suckling, Duray tries to go back, succeeds. Lake over the top, Stratton.
Then on the burst, doesn't quite time it, kicks to the pocket, awkward ball. Langford's only got 2 to beat, he's in a good position for him. We'll take those odds generally in a boundary throw-in. Talk about an overnight start. Will Langford. He's going to be a lot of youngsters getting his jumper on their back, I reckon, in the off-season. Burgoyne, a 3rd goal in the last quarter, not quite, and out on the fall. Haven't they recruited well, Hawthorn, when you think of their players today as well?
Well, the players they've got, half a dozen players they've got into the club since the 2008 grand final, has just been fantastic selective recruiting, but a lot of, because you're not getting many really early draft choices, you've got to get good value from lower draft picks and rookies, which they have.
On needs basis, it's been absolutely brilliant. I mean, getting Gibson because he did such a good job at North Melbourne on Franklin, so he wouldn't have to play against him.
Hanbury onto a loose ball on the outer side. Franklin just inside the boundary. Vacant goal square, nobody back. How will it bounce? Well, it comes back to Hodge like an obedient dog. Hodge, another possession, just measures the kick to Shields. What do they say about defenders? Familiarity breeds defence. Well, the longer it's gone, the better this defence is gelled. An outstanding unit. Mitchell's got the football. We're down to the last 30 seconds in the 2014 grand final.
Mitchell's one of 4 players 30 plus. That's never happened in a grand final for any team. 4 players over 30.
High contact, Hawthorn.
Langford takes advantage. They've had the edge all day. Ruffy's kicked 5. Burgoyne's kicked a couple in the last quarter. Hale's running hard. Burgoyne ball in hand. Belts it to fall forward. In the last seconds, could Spanger do it? Couldn't quite.
I think he was shepherded out of it anyway.
But this great team, the best team of the modern era of the last 50 years, produces its masterpiece. They've never been better than this.